Should have had my shit. I don't got nowhere to hang it at, so fucking.
And we live.
There we go.
I'm trying to get my shit shared real quick. Hold on.
There we go.
Oh, y'all, give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Let me share this video real quick. Got my boy Dom Yates as a guest with me today, talking a little football.
Yes, sir. In the building. College football is back. We've been waiting on it. Definitely been waiting on it.
I'm trying to see how I can share it and make sure it tag you. Oh, here it go.
Talk this SEC, Florida, the whole nine. I don't know if you want to talk the mother boys. The mother boys.
Which one? In the SEC? You talking about the other boy down the street?
The boy down the street.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do AC. I'm gonna do AC. When I do ACC, I'm gonna try to have some ACC people on here, like, because I can, you can have up to 10 people on at once. Try to get a couple people from, mine, couple Mine fan, couple Florida State fan. Try to get some better perspective. Because when I talk, people swear I be hating.
Nah, man, I call like I see it, man. I gotta put the fans to the side sometimes and just
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. That's how I feel. I mean,
yo, what up? I'm trying to make sure it got to be shared everywhere. You got one person on so far. That's the only thing I hate about going late. People be asleep.
Yeah, people be asleep. Yeah, working the damn morning.
I got that big shit. All right, y'all. Sorry for that. I'm trying to get all my eggs in one basket.
So we can get it rolling.
All right. Welcome y'all to another episode of Real Spirit with Dupree. I know it's been a minute since I've been on this thing, but I'm back. Got a guest, got cousin here, guest today. Talk a little college football. My boy Don Yates, aka King Yates, and we're gonna talk a little UF schedule. Is it hard or is it not? And we're gonna talk a little more other SEC schools too, but we ain't gonna dive into them. Sorry, team. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna just touch on the top teams that matter.
Top dogs. Yeah.
Right, top dogs only. We're gonna get this. We're gonna start off with Florida. Everybody, the talk been across all social media all season is how tough Florida schedule is and how it's gonna be hard for Florida to get wins. A lot of people got us some people got us at 4 wins. Some people say we can get 6. I'm gonna just run down the schedule real quick. First, we got Miami at home. Then you got Sanford, Texas A&M, Mississippi State at home. We get a bye week. Then we got Central Florida at Tennessee, Kentucky, bye week, Georgia, Jacksonville, obviously, Texas at Texas, LSU at home, Ole Miss at home, at Florida State. So we got a lot of home games. We got, like I said, Miami, Sanford, Texas A&M, UCF, Kentucky, LSU, and Ole Miss. We all got at the crib. So, and I know some, and you get the feeling of, as the Gator fan, the swamp ain't the swamp no more. But I like our chances at home. And anytime we're at home. What's your take on it? Are you buying the Kool-Aid that the schedule too tough for Florida to be successful, or are you a little bit more optimistic like me, saying, okay, it's tough, but we can get some W's in there?
Man, when that schedule dropped, I said it was over. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I said they waited the wrong damn time to make a schedule like this, boy. Because, like I said, Miami, I think we can beat them. You know what I'm saying? But Kentucky, I think we can beat them. Tennessee, I don't think it's gonna happen. No. It's like, man, that's a tough ass schedule. I don't believe in our quarterback at all. And DJ Langway, I say I love him, but I don't expect him year one to come in, even if old boy doing bad, to come in and just give me 7, 8 wins. So like I say, me when I first seen it, without even diving into it and like analyzing shit, just looking at it, I said 4, 5 wins.
Right.
But kind of looking into it, I'm gonna go with probably I'm gonna go with 5, 6, and 7 is a blessing.
Yeah, them last 4 crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then them last 4, and then Florida State at home. I mean, at Florida State, that's gonna be tough.
Right.
Regardless of what.
That last 5 stretch so you got coming off a bye week, you got Georgia and Jacksonville at Texas, LSU at home, Ole Miss at home, and then Florida State. Yeah. Tough stretch.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Is like playing all those, and that's another thing that you know that always wear any team down. Playing those tough teams like that, back to back, and not the down them boys, and you ain't really like built for that shit, man.
Right.
That shit is different. And then confidence is everything. So it's like this picture is, let's say, shit, first couple games we go shit 2-5.
Right.
Some of them boys confidence gone, bro. That shit beat. It's like we just go cool for the rest of the season. So that's another thing too. It's like, man, we got a lot of shit that plays a factor, bro. And like I said, I don't believe in Napier. I tried, you know what I'm saying? I gave him a shot, you know, but I don't see no improvement. I don't see we don't, and then we losing shit. Then like you want this favoritism shit in my opinion, because it's like we all know ETN should have been the featured back, the starting back. Everything should have been catered built around here, but you got your homeboy goddamn who you brought from Sunbelt. And like I said, he a power back. Like the third and short, I got your goal line. He should eat all that up. But bro, you shouldn't even be in a game on first and nothing. Second and nothing. You should, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't have breakaway speed. You don't hit the sideline and niggas gonna hawk your ass down. You look at the average between him and ETN, it's like, bro, it's no comparison. So as a coach, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You don't let this boy bounce and leave, man. That shit crazy.
And the thing with the ETN situation, I know on the surface, I think, yes, everybody thinks it's because Montreal came with him. But also with Napier's offense, you got to be a complete back. And, what they're saying is ETN couldn't couldn't pass block. So it's like when he in, you kind of limited where he ain't picking up no blitzes, and teams know when he in, you running the ball. So it kind of that's the coaching side of it. Is like he wasn't picking up the offense.
Well, but shit, question then. So okay, you got ETN with 7 carries. We like, second, third quarter. Where we at right now? Like third quarter. You got ETN 7 carries with an average of 8.9 yards. Then you got Johnson 14, 15 carries with
4.5 yards.
4.5 yards a carry. I'm from the build. Listen, if your ad can't block, if ETN can't block, as a coach, we gotta do some shit and build it right, bro. I gotta get that average. I gotta get those touches in, bro. It's no way. Like, it's a lot of niggas got weaknesses. Shit, Luka Doncic. I mean, this basketball, but he played no defense. That shit don't start the Mavericks for putting that ball in that boy hand. So you still gotta find a way as a coach, bro. That average, bro. Like it takes 10 yards to get the first down. You getting 8.9 every time you touch the ball, and you only got 7 carries though. And you making breakaway touchdowns every goddamn time. You done seen games we down and boom, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I
agree with you on that. I never understood it. I never understood it the whole year. Especially when Montreal was struggling in some games and ETN to get in there and get 1-2 carries. And you like, oh boy, we back in the game. Then he'll put Montreal back in and the offense stall. So I get this. It's the same thing with some of the receivers, where it's like you put, Eugene in there, and then you're not using him the right way. But then you using, we should have been using Pearsall and Eugene like Urban Meyer used Percy Harvin and Chris Rainey there.
Yes.
Should have been getting them boys in the shotgun, getting them back there, running back.
Definitely. Pearsall so skilled, bro.
You know, the few times we did run the reverse, Pearsall would turn in the corner. And I mean, I know a lot of factors go into that offensive line play, whether you believe in offensive line can hold, all that kind of stuff go into factor. But you at least, to me, you got to try it. I just don't feel like we tried enough stuff to where we was like. I like Napier. I like his mindset. I like the way he coached. I like what he building. But I did question where it's like it's too much coaching. Like sometimes you just got to go out there and play football.
I get
sometimes the analytics, the X's and O's, the game plan. Sometimes you just got to get in and be like, okay, well, we came in here with a game plan, but at the same time, we got to just scratch that shit and just play football.
Right.
And then we got beat by teams who was just playing football. Like nobody really out schemed us to a point where it's like, dang boy, they mixing it up. They strategize and they scheming up. A lot of it just like them boys just like Kentucky just lined up and played football. They just lined up and had the ball off.
That's it, bro.
Just let Jane Daniels go out there and run around. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So from that aspect, yes, I think for Napier, he has to, and I like what he did. I like last year, the players we had. So it's two factors. It was really three factors. The culture of Florida has been bad since Urban Meyer. And that culture affects your football team. It affects the players. It affects how they approach the day, how they approach off the field, how they approach practice in the locker room, how they approach the coaches. So he's been trying to fix that. The second part of it was coaching. Even when you look at the coaches that we thought we had that was really good, none of them really, all them coaches really trash. They weren't really holding up their end of the bargain. I do feel like he held on to some of his coaches too long because he brought them with him. Yeah. And I don't knock him for bringing the coaches and trying to see if it'll work. Obviously, when you come from one job to another, you want to have coaches that you trust and that you know gonna listen to you, believe in you. Last thing you want to do is come to a new program, a big program with all that target on your back, and then hire a bunch of coaches that you don't know, don't got no trust with, don't believe in you, and you in a dumpster fire. So I do understand that, but I don't understand him taking so long to cut ties. But it kind of worked itself out the first year. We got lucky. A couple of those guys went to the NFL. A couple of those guys took another job. Then we brought in Corey Raymond, and we thought Corey Raymond was going to do what he did at LSU and bring us all these DBs in and develop our DBs. He was trash. He didn't bring in no DBs, and he didn't develop the DBs we had. And then Spencer, our D-line coach, was what I felt like was one of the best coaches on our team. His D-line was ass. They had no effort. They didn't know what they was doing. They had no move, no strategy, just getting blown off the ball. And then so it's like, what do you do? And then to come to find out, like toward the end of after he fired Corey Raymond, everybody was talking about, oh, why you firing the coach and firing the coach? Everybody loved he fired Spencer. Come to find out, Corey Raymond and Spencer, they the old heads on the defense, right? They had a problem with following the young defensive coordinator. So it was rift between the coaches, and which translated to the players because some of the players was getting held accountable in certain positions, and then certain positions weren't getting held accountable for. That made the player be like, oh, why we got to show up the meetings on time, and why we got to do this, and why they ain't doing it. So it was a bunch of separation that people don't know off the field. That locker room was separated because the coaches was going at each other head. They didn't want to listen to the DC. So now, like I said, that's another factor. You had a young DC that you brought in and you gave the defense to, and then he's getting his first taste of calling the defense on his own. And they always go back to, if you look at how we played in the Tennessee game, it was early in the season. The defense was firing on all cylinders. Everybody was in the right position. Boy, the scheme was great. And then when that separation started from the coaches, you started seeing it translate to the field, to the players. Nobody never seen him know how to line up. The safety seemed like they ain't never know the call. The line, the defense started playing like shit. The offense started playing really good because the offensive side of the ball, the coach was on the same page. You get what I'm saying? So that translated. I didn't understand that at the time, but obviously, when people get fired, stuff starts coming out.
Yeah.
Right. But he addressed it. So it's like that's why I say I give him a little credit because you addressed it. You got rid of 2 bad apples that was causing your problems on your locker room and your program. You brought in the D lineman Chapman. I love him. I love his energy. Be watching practice clips. He be yelling and holding people accountable. I seen a clip the other day where players was getting in each other's face because Caleb Banks was lacking in drills and made the whole D line keep doing the drill over. And Lyons, who just got hurt, and man, what's my DT name? Cam Jackson. They kind of went at him. They kind of went at him like, "Hey man, tighten up. That shit ain't acceptable." Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to go harder. And they right. So I mean, like a lot of I ain't trying to make excuses, but I know last year it was from the riff with the coaches and not being on the same page to lack of leadership, no leader on the field. And then you add in lack of talent. Florida just lacked depth. Our DT was good, but who gonna come in for him? The next guy ain't holding up. Old line, same thing. 76 garage.
So what you said win wise, your prediction?
Win wise, I know for sure we can get 7.
I think
we can get 7. I think we can beat.
So name your 7 who we beating.
I say we could beat Miami, Samford, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, UCF. I feel like we could beat Tennessee. Like I know it's on the road and I know it's at Tennessee, but they got a young quarterback. And we know we always play Tennessee, no matter how sorry or how good we are. We always play Tennessee.
Yeah.
I feel like we can still win in Tennessee and Kentucky. That's 7. And then Georgia, I don't think we can beat Georgia. Texas, I don't think we can beat Texas.
No.
LSU, I feel like we can steal. They got a new they bringing in Nussmeier, new quarterback. You know, they lost a lot of offensive weapons. They just fired their whole defensive staff. They bringing in a whole new defensive staff. So now they got to learn new coaches, learn terminology. They lost some players on defense, but they still got the best linebacker in the country in Perkins. So he the leader. He the anchor of their defense. Ole Miss, I'm 50-50 on that. I feel like we could still win because both of them games in the Swamp. But Ole Miss loaded. Lane Kiffin killed the portal, especially on the defensive side. They were returning one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and Jackson Dart.
That's what I thought. We're gonna beat them.
And then I think we could beat Florida State. That would be one of them 3 will be the 8th, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think
Florida State possible, but I mean I would have loved if we was playing in Gainesville.
Right.
But
because we should have beat them last year.
I don't think we're gonna beat them until last year.
The only reason why I think we can, well, I'm gonna say the main reason why I think we can beat some of these teams, like, you know, nobody's giving us a chance against Mississippi State, but Mississippi State got a whole new coach staff. People don't want to talk about. People seem to forget that. That's why I always say it's logo. Everybody got logo fever because they're looking at the logo. They're looking at the teams we playing, but that nobody understands underneath that surface, underneath that logo, whole new coaching staff. Texas A&M, whole new coaching staff. Kentucky, you know, they always give us a fight, so I ain't gonna root them out. And they got the quarterback from Georgia.
Yeah.
So that they're gonna be legit. And so with them, and then UCF gonna be good. They're gonna be even better. They just got KJ Jefferson in the portal, and we already know Gus Malzahn can do with a quarterback. So I don't think that's an easy win, but we should win that game.
Yeah,
and then with Florida State, they lost a lot.
They lost a lot. Yeah.
They lost to me the main person that the defense was amazing last year. Florida State defense remind me of the defense they had when Jameis Winston was there. That defense was a national championship defense, hands down. Like now they had some weaknesses in the secondary that nobody was really able to expose because the D line was so good.
Yeah, exactly.
But they lost some players. Obviously, most of their D line coming back. They lost some D line, but they still got Jordan Farmer and they got Big D Jackson. They still got what's the edge rusher name? Patrick. They still got Patrick.
Yeah.
So But I think they weaknesses would be the secondary. If I had to say I don't know how good a secondary gonna be. So I feel like if you can block and run the football on them, you can attack that defense, that secondary a little bit. You can do a little. So that's why I think we can beat them. I just don't think they're so far away. Now they still gonna be a good team. I still think they're kind of ahead of us a little bit, but they're not so far ahead of us to where we can't keep ourselves in the game and win it. Miami, on the other hand, the only reason why I feel like, well, two reasons why I feel like we can beat Miami because it's in the swamp. Three reasons: in the swamp, the first game of the season, and that'll be Cam Ward first game with the new team.
Yeah, I see. I don't need Cam Ward just to do some crazy shit like that.
That's the other side of it. Because if you let Cam be, if Miami let Cam be a football player, the whole schedule that Miami got is everybody on that schedule in trouble. Everybody. If they let Cam come in there and be a football player, and don't try to micromanage him, don't try to let him. We don't need to make him no pro pass. We don't need to get him ready for the NFL. We need to put the ball in his hand and let him go.
And if he do that, talent.
Now that's why I'm glad we got him early. Cause
yeah, exactly. Because exactly.
Week 3 and 4. Listen, if Miami win or lose against Florida, I can't look at anybody else on their schedule and say Miami gonna lose to them. I could easily see Miami. If Miami beat Florida, I can see Miami. And they could be me just talking crazy. If they beat Florida, I don't think Miami gonna lose the game. If they lose to Florida, I don't think they're gonna lose another one. Because Cam, I'm telling you, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel
doing ACC, but Cam, that dude. I've been watching
that dude. That's why I'm trying to do that work, but he raw. He raw.
That dude, he is next level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and people finna see. They really about to see, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, see that Louisville gonna be tough. Louisville hit that Porter good too. Louisville hit that Porter good too. But
yeah,
that's the only reason why I'm confident against Miami, to be honest with you. Because it's at home. It's the first game of the season. Yeah. You got a new quarterback learning a new offense. He learning his receivers, and exactly. I get it. You can practice. You can throw with your players. You can get together. And he's a great leader. And watching videos of him in off-season workouts and stuff. But I feel like in a big game situation, that little miscommunication, that little bit of how you thought he was going to run his slant, how you thought he was going to run his post, that timing. If it's off, you can't hear you can't hear because it's going to be 90-some thousand screaming fans. Those little things is going to be where I feel like it's going to help Florida.
Yeah.
In that game. Now, like you say, you can't let Cam. What we can't do is allow Cam to be a football athlete, make some plays, and get comfortable, and then make it easier. Because if he's running around, getting first downs, getting out of bounds, getting, you know what I'm saying, and then his receiver's going to eventually get open, because then your DBs will start saying, "Oh shoot, we got to keep our eyes on the backfield because he can get out of here." What you want to do is you want to make sure that he's a pocket passer, and when he do run, you corral him, because that's what's a problem with Florida last year with running quarterbacks. Every quarterback that we faced that was a little bit athletic, they killed us.
8.
Killed them. So we got to contain him, keep him in the pocket, and make him make throws. If you do that and he just make throws and he just have a Michael Penix type day, you gotta take your L. But you can't let him just get out there and do what Jaden Daniels did and just run all over us. And once the quarterback start running over you, receivers get wide open. And you end up in trouble. So that's why I'm at with it. I don't think UF schedule is as tough as people are saying based off the logos. That's why I say you got to dive a little bit more into it. Tennessee breaking in a new quarterback, even though he was one of the top quarterbacks when he came out of high school with he got an $8 million deal, I think.
Yeah,
$8 million deal out of high school. Nico, and like I say, UCF ain't gonna be no pushover. But what I'm saying, and I want people to get me misunderstood, saying Florida is just gonna beat these teams. I'm saying those are games that with the team that we're playing against, it's a winnable game. Those are winnable games. So outside of Georgia, because the state of their program is better than ours, from coaches to stability to culture to talent. Same thing with Texas. They just so far away from us. I don't see us even winning those games, even though we was competing with Georgia last year. We should have beat Georgia last year, and that's another thing. That's another thing I've been wanting to try to bring the people's attention is, yes, our record sucked last year, but if you actually watch football, Florida was in every single game. As bad as we was, with the lack of depth, with the poor coaching, we were in every single game that we shouldn't have been in. We was in we was on Georgia ass, if we being honest.
Yeah.
Until Napier did that stupid ass high back pass shit on 4th down.
I don't know. Yeah.
You got to think about it. If we just punt, or maybe if you gonna go for that, I like to go for it idea, but just hand it off and let the running back run. Don't do the halfback pitch
shit. Yeah.
It was covered anyway because you tried to do it with Graham Mertz and the linebacker wasn't. So one thing about Georgia is they're a disciplined football team. You're not gonna get them in no trick shit anyway. You better off just lining up and playing at them. Right. So, but even the Missouri game, you one tackle away on 4th and whatever it was, 17 from winning that game.
Yeah.
So that's your 4th down play from being Georgia. Arkansas was about effort. Kentucky was about effort. So like I said, you fix some of that stuff, and you probably win 2 or 3 more games. Even though Florida State didn't have their quarterback, we didn't have our quarterback. Even in that game, you a couple stupid penalties away from winning that.
Winning that one, yeah.
So it's just, to me, it's just effort from the players. Prince, I love Princely to death, but his effort wasn't there. He was 50% half the time. Jason Marshall was 50% half the time. Like the whole lot of the players that we was depending on getting a lot out of, we was getting a little bit. Like Princely, one play, he'd be like, boy, he the best D-line in the country.
Yeah.
Then you watch the film and you see other players where he ain't nowhere near the play. He just walking on the field. So it's a bunch of factors that came into it. I think just from listening to the players, I don't even care about the coaches because coaches talk. But the players have not really said it. But when you listen to the player and they talk about how the team is more of a team now, and they out there playing for their brother, and everybody jailed and everybody close, anybody out there. Yeah. When you hear that lets you know that it was some selfish. They said everybody playing for each other, ain't no selfish players, ain't nobody with their personal goals. Jason Marshall talked about how he got he lost confidence last year, and now he got his confidence back, and how he understood that the defense wasn't. We had freshmen playing safety, but he didn't. In a nutshell, he basically was saying, understanding that he ain't got no help on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, if I don't make the play,
then it's a wrap. Yeah, right. Yeah.
He was talking about how having this Aisha Turner from Washington over there. He was 6 year senior. The transfer safety from Washington. He was talking about how having him out there, having a veteran, having Castell back. Castell, one of the best safeties on the team, and then some of the young guys we brought in. So he was talking about how now he's back to prove, and he's back into where he can just do his job, and not worry about somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
I mean, when you break it down like that, I mean, it's very possible, but I got to, like I said, I'm still, that's what I'm sticking with. And I just got to see, like I said, I got to see how we play with the brain against Miami, because with us, it's going to all depend on motivation. So, because we get to losing out the gate, the morale going to be down, bro.
Yeah, and that's important. That's why that Miami game is like last year. Remember when we played Tennessee last year? We knew like we had to beat Tennessee. Like it wasn't no if and buts about it. Like you got to win that game. Like it wasn't nothing else was acceptable, because if you lose that game, it's over with. But like you say, the morale, the confidence, all that all season you trying to, because the players now, I believe, are more all Napier players, and I believe all of them believe in him. Even with the wins and losses, all the players talk about how they love him and they love his scheme and they believe what he's doing. So when the players start believing, you got to put them in a position to be successful, because if they don't, then they're going to stop believing in you. And when they stop believing in you, you're in trouble. So that Miami game, like you said, you hit it on the head. You got to win that game. You got to, because right now all those guys are on, everything is on a high note. Everybody positive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they all, like I say, training camp all season. Everybody, and then you play the first game, boom, and lose. Man, that shit gonna stun a lot of people, man.
And it could not be as bad if it also depends on how you lose.
How we lose. Yeah, I totally agree. How we not. If it's a, know what I'm saying, hard fought, 2 or 3 points. See, even 7 point, but it's a hard fought game. And we like, damn, we let one go. Oh, yeah, that's still a confident boost. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if you win that big, boy.
And you lose because of effort or because of coaching or because you put the wrong player, you want to rotate right. Like, it can't be on the coaches. If you lose because of coaching, all that hoopla, all that selling shit you've been doing, them players gonna be like, man, he ain't got it. It ain't what he's saying ain't working.
Right.
And then like I said, you add in the X factor because now you got somebody like you say, DJ is not gonna start. I don't know why Gator fans is calling for DJ. DJ is not ready to play. I'm not saying he's not ready to play in college, but he's not ready to be a starter and leader. If the Gator fan who think DJ is gonna be the one, we definitely gonna be 4-8. We definitely gonna be 2-10 or 2-12 or whatever you want to continue, 2-10. I know a lot of people are not sold on Mertz, but I actually am high on Mertz from a simple fact that the numbers he put up last year, the composure he played with last year, the heart that he showed, the leadership he showed, and you put that up with an offense that wasn't even being able to be used. Like, we didn't really use the offense last year. It was more so Napier was coaching not to turn the ball up. He was coaching like he didn't believe in his quarterback.
Yeah, and
we weren't throwing deep.
Seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now you bring him back a year. Now he got 2 years under his belt. What, 5 years in college? I think.
Yeah. He better, bro. Listen, bro. I don't got no. I might say his stat wise, like I said, he did good, but my confidence in him is like,
right.
I don't really got it like that. Like me,
and rightfully so.
Shit, I was like I said, I ain't saying like deserving like he ready, because I'm with you. Laneway ain't really ready right now. But shit, I was ready to say fuck it. They just start him and go from there, bro.
Go from there, right.
And we were around to go 5 and whatever with Mertz. That shit gonna like, damn, bro, again. But we'll see though. We'll see. Like I say, he ain't no bad quarterback, but my confidence in him ain't really all that high.
What Napier, and he talked about it, you got to be careful with doing with a young quarterback, a young player in general. It's putting them out there too early, and then they lose their confidence. And not only do you lose the season, but you lose him for his future. So you got to be careful. I think the best thing that happened to DJ Ladway was in Florida was Mertz coming back. And I know like everybody always like the new shiny toy. Everybody always get your freshman, and you want, like when we got Tebow, we wanted to kick Chris Leak to the curb, but we realized how important Chris Leak was. When we thought Chris Leak was trash, everybody ready to kick him to the curb. He played that next year and was more poised. Offense changed, right? So you definitely got to use DJ. You definitely got to use DJ to get his feet wet, because you know that's your future. So you can't just sit him. He got to get in the game, even if he fumble the ball or throw picks. You got to let him play. Because and one of the experts, Hot Top Sports I be watching, they touched on it. The recruits that you're recruiting to play with DJ, they want to see DJ. Yeah. So it's like you gotta play him, because you got to show them. You got to show them when you sit a 5-star receiver down, a 5-star offensive line, a 4 5-star running back, or whatever star, and say the quarterback of the future is DJ Ladway, and this is what we're gonna do with him. This is how we're gonna use him. And you got to show them. So if you show them, okay, even if, no matter how the season go, right? I ain't gonna say no matter, but say the season don't be great, but it's decent. But you show that sign of, okay, DJ, we used to get out there and DJ can do it. You see, even if it's 5 to 10 plays a game, just show that he can run, just show he can throw a little bit.
Like
you can use that. Yeah, you use that in your recruiting pick. And now when you you see, next year it's gonna be different. You see, next year. Yeah. So you got to plan. You can't keep saying next year and the man on the bench.
Right. Because ain't nobody see what you're talking about. You're looking at
everybody see what you're talking about. Especially these 5-star. Because these 5-star, they can go anywhere in the country. Anywhere. They can go to a winning team. So why would I come to your team and you ain't showing me? Yeah. You ain't showing me what you can do. So DJ got to play. I think we're gonna have a Tebow Leak situation. going to be a Tebow league situation all year. And I think that's going to keep us in some games. That's going to keep defenses. Because now you got to think about last year, teams knew that Mertz wasn't throwing. They knew we weren't throwing deep. So everybody just put 8 in the ball, 9 in the balls, and stop ETN and Johnson. So now you add, and we had no receivers last year either, other than three and one. So now you add, we about 8 deep at receiver now. You add Badger through the transfer portal. You add Dyke through the transfer portal, who played with Mertz in Wisconsin. Marcus Burke emerging now. You got the freshman from last year, Andy Jean. You got Aiden Mizell. You got the freshman for this year, Tank Hawkins. You got TJ Abrams. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but you got now you like 8, 9 deep in that receiver thing. Well, last year we probably, I don't even know if we had 4.
Shit, for real. Yeah, the receiving core is way better though.
You got tight ends. Go ahead.
If you get Mertz signed, Mertz will pick some shit apart. You know what I'm saying? But the confidence and the coaching staff have to be there, bro. Cause like I said, I seen that shit. Like you don't want to do the throw. Like you calling game manager plays. Like it's ridiculous, man.
It'd be third and 10, and we run a draw.
Like you ain't even trying to get the first down. Like you ain't even attempt to get it. Like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit, and you don't think, and we fans and we see it. A man's been on the field being a coach. You don't think they see it? So it's like, man, this shit finna be sweet, man.
And I think that's what I think. It's like from a coaching standpoint, it's like I think Napier was trying not to. He was trying to do whatever he can to stay in games. He was like, I don't want to get out of a game because he couldn't depend on the defense. He couldn't really depend on his offensive line. So in those certain situations, just like the best thing to do is to just punt this ball and, you know what I'm saying, hope for the best. And usually when we did that, the defense they didn't step up. So now you get to the point where I like the fact that he looked at Seven in the mirror and he got the tight end coach promoted to offensive coordinator, even though it's cold. So he gonna have somebody else that at least can help with the play calling, even though he's saying he's gonna still call plays, but just having that second head, second eye.
He need to sit his ass down, let somebody else call plays.
I don't think his plays. No, me and Kenny went back and forth last year on that. I don't think his plays are bad. I just think that because when you go back and actually, like, if you go back and watch the film, go back and watch the game. Even the year when he had Anthony Richardson, everybody was saying his plays weren't working, but the receivers were open. Even with Anthony Richardson, they weren't getting the ball to him. And then even last year with Mertz, players were open, but the offensive line wasn't blocking long enough to get the ball to him. And then sometimes the players, the receiver, when he did call a good play, the receiver wasn't getting no separation. So when your receiver's not getting separation and your offensive line sub, it kind of like puts you in the position where do you keep dropping back and take sacks and risk fumbles and picks, or do you just say we can't do it? And I think Napier just felt like, I think he see them boys in practice.
Yeah,
them boys couldn't hold up. So it's like, do I get my, So it's like it's like two sides of it. He had to try to pick. Do I let these guys go out here and be a superhero? Because I don't think Mertz was totally comfortable. I don't think Mertz really got comfortable if I had to say, like super comfortable. I think that run he had in that Missouri game is when he had some moments all year.
Yeah,
but when he had a run against Missouri, the game that he got the play he got hurt on.
Yeah,
it was like I feel like that was like his moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you see, he got up and didn't even know he was so drilling and was pumping. He was so in a moment that he didn't know he had tore his shit.
Right.
So I think that was that moment where it's like, okay. And then the players, they was talking about how the players was like rallied around that energy and that he played with to go take that charge, don't try to, and then ran Buddy O. So
yeah, I say it. Yeah, it did run his ass over.
I agree with you though. The play calling has to be better, and I think it will be, like I say, year 2, and he believes in Mertz, and he's more comfortable with Mertz. I don't like the coaches who coach with a leash like that, although I understand it from a coaching standpoint. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like you should do a little bit of it. I feel like we ain't have to do a lot of downfield passing, but I feel like we should have tried it sometime because it got to the point where nobody even respected it.
even if it's incomplete, if a team know that you'll do it, now we got to prepare for it. But if you ain't doing it, man, I ain't even finna be back there, man. My goddamn say the damn thing in the box every goddamn play because I ain't shit coming back there. That's
especially
easy.
when you play against, especially when you play against teams that got a good enough D line and I mean got a good enough secondary to play man.
Right.
I'm gonna play man. I ain't gotta worry about nobody but Trey.
Yeah.
And Pearsall, and then most people, Pearsall. Then you ain't going deep. So even with somebody like people like Trey and Pearsall, I can play too high and know that you ain't going over the top.
Yep.
You're gonna catch all the 5-yard, 3-yard outs and curls and slants, and you ain't going nowhere with it.
Yeah.
So
you making it easy.
I think
for
super easy. And everybody know we was a running team. And then when the offensive line had them bad games, the run game wasn't even working. So we was one dimensional. And then when you took away our one dimension, we was dead.
Right.
So it was we ain't had nothing to hang our hat on. We ain't had nothing to hang out. Sometimes you'd be like, okay, well, the defense get us a turnover. Like the defense get a turnover, and then offense go 3 and out.
Shit, boy. Right. Back to back. Like, damn, boy, all right, we start them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just got to show me this first game, man. It got to be a statement game. Even if we lose, it got to be some make us feel like, oh yeah, boy, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like that, oh my fucking god, it's gonna be a long season. Cause that schedule.
Hey, I like that.
Like
that's schedule. On one end, yeah, and I feel it's some people ranked and all that kind of stuff that make people jump on board. And then people look at our record last year, but they're not even talking about the people that we added. We added like LJ McCray. He gonna help us day one. The upgrade of the linebackers alone is gonna be the difference. Our linebackers been asked for a long time. Like boys can't cover. They don't know how to come down and run support. But you add LJ McCray on the D line, you got Miles Graham, linebacker, Aaron Childs, linebacker. They gonna play. We got Brian Taylor from JUCO. He gonna play. They move him to D end. Then you got Joy Slatman out the portal. D line, he gonna play. So you factor in now you got some depth. And then you got the boy Michael Barano who got in trouble for speeding, but I think he's still gonna play. You got Jameer Grimsley, the freshman corner who was at Alabama but transferred, was saving retired. You got Kamani McLean from Colorado out the portal. So, I mean, we got Zay Della from USC, he a lineman. We got Grayson Howard, Pup Howard from South Carolina, he was a freshman last year, led South Carolina in tackles. We got him in the middle now. So hey. Then you got Bridges from Oregon, the DB. We got safety from Baylor. So we added some players through that portal to where it's like we got DJ Douglas, he gonna help us. We added some players through that portal, man, to where it's like I think what we got through the portal was great additions. We got some guys that got some plays under their belt. Linebacker core gonna be tremendously better with Pope in the middle. He's a leader of the defense. McCray on the line. We got Justice Boone coming back, who tore his ACL last year. We got Kelby Collins, who was a beast last year as a freshman. Man, Aaron Childs coming in a true freshman. This man 6'2", 240. The coach since he just got there in the summer.
Yeah.
This boy already the size of a D1 linebacker. The coach has been raving about him. Really? Secondary, the defense is going to be an upgrade better. Bringing in
definitely better, yeah.
Bringing in Coach Roberts from Auburn, who was the defensive coordinator. You brought him in to be co-defensive coordinator. So basically, you got a assistant coach to your defense.
Yeah.
So you got the young defensive coordinator, and now you got a veteran defensive coordinator to come help him. And the Roberts and RDC worked together before, and they run the same exact defense. So he's coming in coaching the defense. So I think the upgrades on the defense, the secondary coach when we added Will Harris, he been killing it. So I think the upgrades, man, Florida gonna be better depth, better competition in practice. Got coaches on the same page. and challenge. And I just think you get all that together. But like you say, it's going to be important in that Miami game, not only to win, but we got to start off. We got to start off positive. We need to get the ball. If we don't score that first drive, it need to be positive.
Yeah, gotta
touchdown would be great.
Don't start out throwing out, man. I don't give that we just go. I don't give that we just get some yards and punt the ball, but don't start us no damn throwing out.
A couple first downs. Give me like 2-3 first down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Show me then
defense definitely the first possession of defense got to be 3 and out, punt, a turnover. Like anything other than that, you can't even give up a field goal. It's got to be like defense. The defense because you got to think about it. Like the defense is gonna be them boys gonna be fired up. They're ready to hit somebody beside themselves. But you know how it is when you play football and you got that crowd. Boy, if the defense come out and get a stop quick, and then the offense get a little something, and then the defense gonna come right back fired up, and before you know it, you up 14-10 zip. You know what I'm saying? 14 whatever, and then now you ride that momentum. We got to be able to get the momentum going in and ride it. We can't let Miami hang around. We got to keep the crowd into it the whole game and keep control of it.
Yeah.
Like you say, that you don't want the players to stop believing, especially not mid game. You get out there and the offense struggling, and the boys start saying, "Damn, this shit ain't gonna work." Same shit last year.
Yeah, because that's every time we start, I'm like, bro, this shit is like a fucking sitcom, bro. It's the same shit over and over. I'm looking like we start out the same. I feel like. I mean, like I said, we wasn't every game, but it just feels the same. You know what I'm saying? So that shit got to feel different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Got to feel different. So, I mean, like, what else? What other teams? I mean, I think Bama's still gonna be Bama.
I think Bama definitely gonna still be Bama.
Yeah, Nick. I don't give a damn Nick Saban and they're not. I don't give a damn who. They're gonna be Bama. They still got what you call it there. So I think he's gonna be better.
I was talking about Jalen Monroe.
Yes, I think
Milroe gonna be better.
I think
Milroe gonna be better because you got an offensive minded coach who who should have been a Heisman Trophy, who should have been a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
So if I think the offense can be better under DeBoer. People don't really know football, so they don't know who he is. But that man is an offensive genius. Like, and Bama got talent across the board. So long, he ain't no dummy. He ain't gonna. I can tell you this. He ain't gonna put the offense in a position to be less successful. So if he gonna make sure that he get whoever on the field that need to be on the field, speed. He don't care nothing about whether you can read defenses or can you run block. Nah, but can you catch the ball? Can you run? Because I'm gonna get you the ball. That's how he coaches. Like he gonna put the best player on the field and make him lead. I think Bama. I like Bama. I like Bama to contend for the West. Not the West because they ain't East and West no more. His best record go to the championship. I like Bama to be out there. I could see them losing some games, maybe like a 10-2, 9-3. I'm not a really. I don't think LSU gonna be a threat over there. I think Auburn's gonna be better. Auburn will be better.
What you think? You think Georgia's gonna run the table undefeated?
I don't think Georgia's gonna run the table undefeated because they scheduled a little tough. They scheduled a little tough. Finally, Georgia. I'm gonna pull it up. Finally, Georgia got a tough schedule, and we ain't said that in probably since I've been born. Them boys scheduled to be pie. Them boys scheduled to be pie.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. How we always end up with the fucking schedule we always end up with. But like I said, this year though, it's boy, I ain't seen like this in a long time, boy. I don't like this schedule, boy.
So Georgia got Clemson out the gate. That's the classic. So they got Clemson out the gate, Texas Tech, at Kentucky, at Bama, Auburn at home, Mississippi State at home, at Texas, Florida, at Ole Miss, Tennessee at home, UMass, and Georgia Tech.
I say possibly lose. I say if not undefeated, I only see one loss.
Texas, who you think they're gonna lose to?
Texas at Texas. Only because they at Texas. Texas make steal that game.
But Texas got the number 2. I think if I remember correctly, Texas beat them a couple times. The last couple times they played, if I ain't mistaken, I could be wrong. I know for sure they beat them that one time.
Well, yeah, I see them. Yeah, either undefeated or lost.
I see 3.
Who you see?
Bama. They at Bama.
Oh shit! Bama. I missed that one. I see 2. I don't see undefeated no more. I see
yeah.
1, 2.
I see Bama. I see at Bama, at Texas, and then possibly Ole Miss.
Who they play? At Ole Miss. They play Bama or Texas?
They play Bama first. Bama the 4th game.
And this the reason why I say undefeated or 1. They lose against Bama, they ain't losing no more.
I don't think they can beat Texas. I don't think they can beat Texas at Texas. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think Georgia. I like Carson Beck. I think he's a really good quarterback, but he ain't great. Like he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
he ain't just no damn elite. Now he's a good. I'm with you on that. I don't really like him.
And then unless somebody emerge, I know they got Aaron Smith, but what receivers they got? Where they ain't had no receiver last year. Where it's like, boy, you got to guard him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't got no receiver where it's like, boy, he can take the top off you. And now they may have somebody because they stay with 5 stars over there. May just not have played, but I don't see them. They got running backs, obviously. They keep that, but against a team like Bama and Texas, right? You ain't just going to be able to just run the ball. Now they D-line built for that. They linebackers built for that. And your quarterback ain't getting out no pocket. So put that pressure on Carson Beck, hit him a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And then Bama and Texas gonna be able to put up points. So if you talking about winning a shootout, I don't see Carson Beck, and I may just don't know who Georgia have, but I don't see them going out there and winning the game against a team like Bama who's gonna be able to put up points because they're gonna put up points, and Texas gonna put up points. Even though they lost their starting running back and their backup running back, they're going for the year. You still got Quinn Ewers. You still got a loaded receiver room. Them boys gonna put up points, and it's at Texas.
Yeah.
Now Ole Miss is the same way because you talking about Lane Kiffin who gonna put up points at home, and them 3 teams ain't gonna play scared. See Georgia, and I'm not gonna take nothing away from Georgia because they be. At Bama, that go to Bama too. A lot of times they lose the teams that come in and coach scared like Napier, like you saying, oh, it's Bama, so I ain't gonna try to throw it deep. I ain't gonna try to attack them. Bama ain't gonna have no problem testing you. Texas, damn sure, way Steve Sarkisian coach, he ain't scared of no damn about it. So you line up in that man shit you want to, well, we gonna
all game.
Quinn Ewers gonna add their ass out at home too. And the same thing with Lane Kiffin. He ain't gonna coach scared. He don't care about interceptions. He don't care about mistakes. Boy, we finna. And then by the time you gotta think about it, by the time they play Texas, they gonna already have played at Bama. So Texas, Steve Sarkisian is smart. And they're gonna be able to play Auburn too by then. So Steve Sarkisian, he gonna look at them. He gonna look at them games, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna have a game plan. And then by the time you
that Georgia and Bama game, the one out of that, I don't think they're gonna lose no more.
And then I've been a Lane Kiffin fan since forever, right? I just think he's gotta get over the hump at some point because he's been battling, he's been having these recruiting classes, and he ain't did nothing with it yet. And it's like this is the year. If Lane Kiffin don't do it this year, if he don't beat, I think he played Bama. No, they don't play Bama. If he don't make the SEC championship game this year, he ain't never doing it.
Yeah,
he hit that quarter hard.
I've been gay up on Lane Kiffin, man. Yeah, I've been gay up on him. He's a great mind, but he's just one of those people, like you just said, he can't get over that hump. And I don't think he's gonna get over that hump. Who that is to my Florida stuff?
True statement from a Seminole fan.
Yeah.
So and then you look at Bama, Western Kentucky at home, South Florida at home, at Wisconsin, off. Then they got Georgia, at home, Vanderbilt on the road, South Carolina at home, Tennessee on the road, Missouri at home, off again, LSU at LSU, Mercer at home, and at Oklahoma. And then Auburn and the Iron Bowl is going to be at home. So, yeah. Now, Bama, and this may sound crazy, if Bama can, wait a minute, so if Bama can beat Georgia, they might go undefeated.
That's what I said. I'm telling you, if Bama beat Georgia, that's it.
They might be undefeated.
It's smooth sailing. I ain't saying like the team can't compete with them, but it's gonna be smooth sailing. He said Kiffin gonna get over the hump this year. Shit, I want to see that because I've been waiting.
Listen, I feel like he is. I feel like.
But shit, what he was with that loaded offense too. That was Ole Miss.
Yeah, but he ain't had the defense of ass.
That defense was ass, and I give you that it was ass, but I still thought he could shoot it out with the best on because he was fucking loaded over there, man. I don't.
Not both of them loaded. That defense, boy, he hit that portal with he went and got number defensive player out that portal. That if I agree, if it's any year for Lane Kiffin, this is it.
Is it?
He got to do it this year.
Yes,
if he don't, they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick an SEC championship game,
what would it be?
Damn, but
that's tough.
I want to say I gotta go Bama.
That's fine.
I gotta go Bama because the schedule is friendly, and I know Bama's gonna be young on defense. Dang, boy, that's tough.
That's tough.
And then Texas, I'm really high on Texas. I felt like before CJ Baxter got hurt, I felt like Texas was gonna win the national championship.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah, I'm high on Texas. Yeah, true.
Dang, boy, I don't know. I definitely got to put Texas in there. Man.
Definitely. Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one, boy. Yeah, I know both of their running backs hurt. Both of their running backs hurt. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt them, but I don't think it's gonna hurt them as much because that passing game, that receiver core is dangerous. Now it will hurt them if they can't run the ball at all. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they got somebody over there that can, keep the defense honest just a little bit because you ain't guarding the receivers. I don't care who you is. You ain't got 5 DBs over there. Ain't nobody on their schedule got 5 DBs lined up against all them boys. I still think Texas.
I don't care if they did have 5. You ain't guarding niggas over there.
Right. So I still think I would go Texas. Yeah. I'll go Texas. I'm gonna say Texas and Bama based off the schedule and based off of Bama beating Georgia. If Bama don't beat Georgia, Georgia probably can make it even with 2 losses. I think because I think it's gonna go wins and losses and head to head if it's a tie. So if Georgia beat Bama and then Bama mess around and lose to like Tennessee, Oklahoma or something, get down there. If it come down to it, I'm gonna say Georgia or Bama versus Texas. That's how I'm gonna do that. Georgia or Bama versus Texas. SEC championship game. I think Texas is gonna win.
Damn, yeah. I kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel Bama versus Texas, but even though I don't believe in them, but this is gonna be my offset pick. I'm gonna say Bama and Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. I ain't gonna rule out Lane.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna rule out Lane.
He really can run it, man. If he play his cards right, he can run that shit. He can get him on 1 or 2 losses.
His schedule friendly too.
Huh?
The schedule friendly for Ole Miss too.
Yes, that's why I say it. Yeah. The schedule always been goddamn friendly. That's why I say it. I start believing in Lane Kiffin, man. You will have 1 or 2 teams. You know what I'm saying? Bama be on us sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to, all the time in the West, but you're supposed to be, that year, he had old boy, what the dude name, man? The quarterback.
Chad Kelly.
Was it Chad Kelly?
They ended up at the Buffalo Bills. I mean, Denver Broncos, I think, drafted Chad Kelly. I think that was Lane Kiffin. Maybe I'm going back too far. I feel like it was Chad Kelly. Number 10?
Who was after? No, the one that got hurt. White boy.
Dang, I'm missing.
Damn. He got
you talking about Plumlee. My bad. You talking about Plumlee?
Oh,
Plumlee was there too.
That name don't sound familiar. I forgot what.
He ended up transferring to UCL.
But yeah, I mean, they schedule always friendly, man. They'll have, if they can get past Bama and just a little other probably big dog, they can be there. But Lane Kiffin, he don't do it.
Yeah,
5-0, then shit go downhill.
I'm gonna add a third team. Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas lock. I think Texas is locked. I think Texas is gonna be in there, and then the three gonna have to figure out they like Bama, Georgia, and Ole Miss. It's really gonna come down to that. For Georgia, it's gonna come down to they're gonna have to beat either beat Bama or Texas.
Don't have to.
I don't think they're gonna beat both.
Nah,
they're not beating both of them.
Yeah.
And then everything else is, the same old story. Auburn, I think, gonna be better because obviously, Hugh Freeze ain't no duck. Missouri, I don't think Missouri. I know they got Missouri ranked high. I don't think they're gonna be that good. I think they lost a lot on defense. I don't think they're gonna be that good again.
Yeah, I think Missouri gonna get drowned out. I think they're gonna be that preseason shit. Mean nothing to me. I gotta see week 3, 4, definitely 5. Week 5, then we'll go from there. That preseason shit. Now you want to see a lot of them boys ranked so low, which they are now. But you get to because think about it, we all got to play each other anyways. So you get about week 4, week 5. Those nibbles next to that team. Now that shit they're real. Cause not everybody done kind of played somebody. You know what I'm saying? So now we can judge that shit with it. I don't look at that shit right now. Nah, I don't really look at that shit like right now.
I always said I feel like the ranking should even come out to week 8. Like week 8 should be the official ranking.
Yeah. How you rank a motherfucker that ain't played yet? You talking about some shit that what a motherfucker brought in, but you don't know what they're gonna do for your team, though.
Right.
It's different.
They do that because we know the college football is a money thing. So they do that so they control. They want to control the data. They want to control the rank. They want to control who plays who. Because what they don't want is what happened in basketball. They don't want the Cinderella. They don't want Cinderellas in college football because who gonna travel to see that? Mess around in a team like Georgia Southern. Get hot and play against somebody. You don't want that. You don't want those teams that nobody don't watch like that or don't travel well playing in a big game. So you got to control it early by saying, okay, these are the teams we want. That's why they always had Notre Dame. They always had Oklahoma, Michigan, teams like that. They're going to keep them where they can try to keep them at no matter what. And then a team like that year Cam Newton won with Auburn, no boy won't even rank the year before.
They won't, yeah.
So they don't usually want that unless you got star power. Now you got some money behind you, and you got mess around and get a star player. You good. You good. But if you ain't got no money behind you, you're gonna be undefeated, and they just gonna say, "Oh, you haven't played anybody." Then you look at Georgia's schedule and be like, "Who the hell Georgia played?" And y'all got new number 1 all year.
Exactly. Because Georgia, I always had a cakewalk schedule.
This Travis, this is not a ACC show. I talk about Florida State when I do an ACC show. Actually, you're going to be on the ACC show actually, so you can talk about Florida State. What else you got, bro? I don't want to hold you too long, but
yeah, we don't put like I said, we a couple of big dogs because the rest of the motherfucking teams don't matter.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go. I know. Now, Arkansas is a sleeper. I would say that's gonna make a little noise. Arkansas, I think, gonna make a little noise. But who else we got? Vanderbilt. They're gonna be. Oh no, South Carolina. South Carolina, another one. They got the transfer QB from North Carolina State, I think. The quarterback that played with North Carolina State last year, I believe that he went to South Carolina. I'm gonna look real quick so I can fact check.
I don't know too much.
But South Carolina, I think, gonna be a little better. I don't really know if I believe in their coach, to be honest with you. I don't want to take nothing from him, but I don't believe in him. Yeah. I think he a good dude, but I don't see him I don't see him getting them over the hump to where they wins anything. Oh, they got my bad, not from North Carolina State. They got the boy from Auburn, Robbie Ashford.
Oh, okay. I about to say
the young dude from last year that was running around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got Raheem Sanders too, the running back from Arkansas.
Okay.
It was 2 good pickups for them. But yeah, I think Robbie Ashford, if he win the job, that boy dangerous. I don't think he was in the right situation at Auburn last year. He was thrown in the fire, and I don't think it really worked for him. But I think he'll do something at South Carolina, so they could be a sleeper to make some noise. And we played them too, actually. I hate playing running quarterbacks.
I hate it, yeah.
But all right, bro, I ain't gonna hold you up too much long. I appreciate you jumping in.
Yes, sir.
And I'll let you know when I do the next one. I don't know when we go talk about ACC. Still gotta talk about the Big 12. Big 12 loaded. Big 12 loaded, boy. Big 12 might be the most exciting conference outside the ACC.
Yeah.
They with the realignment, they loaded over there. So I'm definitely gonna have you back on, man. I appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Signing out, King H, man. Till the next time. Real spill with the free, baby.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more. Well, I ain't gonna say a little bit more. A lot more consistent with my shit. I've been slacking lately. Yeah, well, I appreciate Don coming through. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. If you didn't tune in, make sure you rewatch the video, and you can like, share, and comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want to be on this. If you want to be on the next show, let me know. I'll get you on here. The next show gonna be ACC. I'll probably do it next Wednesday again. Oh no, I gotta see it. I think next Wednesday. Anyway, I'll post it. But peace, love. Y'all hold it down.
Yes, sir. Signing off.